dark. Oh, there, I got some light. Okay. Wave audience. Yay. Okay, good. Oh wait, I missed somebody. These people. Okay, there. Great. Okay. All right. Shut the door. Alright, in 1950, about 15% of the Earth's land surface was covered by rainforests. Today, more than half has already been destroyed. In fewer than 50 years, more than half of the world's tropical rainforests have fallen victim to fire in the chainsaw, and the rate of destruction is accelerating. Unbelievably, more than 200,000 acres of rainforest are burned every day. That's more than 150 acres lost every minute of the day, and 78 million acres lost every year. Today, I would like to talk to you about the importance of the rainforest destruction, and ways you can help save what is left of the world's most valuable resource. The rainforest is an extremely important natural resource because it regulates the Earth's climate, supplies us with medicines and food, and is home to more than half of the Earth's species. The Amazon rainforest has been nicknamed the lungs of the planet because it is continuously recycling carbon dioxide into oxygen and supplies us with an estimated 20% of the world's oxygen. Massive deforestation brings with it many consequences, including air and water pollution, soil erosion, and the release of CO2 into the atmosphere, just to name a few. Fewer rainforests mean less rain, less oxygen for us to breathe, and increased global warming. With the destruction of the rainforest brings with it the destruction of many species of plants and animals. The loss of these plants is the loss of cures to many terrible diseases, such as AIDS and many types of cancer. And the rainforest has many medical plants, yet less than 1% of the rainforest plants have been tested for pharmaceutical properties. And a quarter of all modern medicines originally came from the rainforest. Rainforest plants are rich in secondary metabolites such as alkaloids, which are believed to protect the plants from disease and insects. And biochemists believe that these alkaloids also are valuable for medicine and cures. The rainforest helps us fight cancer. The U.S. National Cancer Institute has identified 3,000 plants that are active against cancer cells, and 70% are found within the rainforest. 25% of today's cancer-fighting drugs are originally from organisms only found in the rainforest. That being said, pharmaceutical manufacturers have dramatically increased the amount of time being spent studying these plants. In 1983, there were no companies involved in these types of research programs. However, today there are over 100 companies, including U.S. government-funded research facilities. The rainforest is not only filled with medicinal plants, but it also has a vast amount of food. Many of the foods we eat today have originated in the rainforest. Some of these foods include coffee, cocoa, numerous fruits and nuts, spices, rice, and other products such as rubber, gums, resins, dyes, and cane. Of the estimated 75,000 edible plants found in nature, only 150 enter the world commerce, and 20, mostly domesticated cereals, stand between human society and starvation. This makes modern agriculture extremely vulnerable to disease, pests, and changes in the climate. Without the rainforest, the opportunity to develop new plants and make them less susceptible to disease is lost. Now that we have talked about surprising for me to tell you that the rainforest is the most diverse natural resource on the planet. Experts believe that we are losing 137 plant, insect, and animal species every single day due to rainforest destruction. This equals 50,000 species a year, and this means that all of the possible cures for diseases like cancer and AIDS are lost. The biodiversity of the rainforest is so immense that less than 1% of its millions of species have been studied by scientists. Surprisingly, scientists have a better understanding of how many stars there are in our galaxy than how many species there are on Earth. Estimates vary between 2 and 100 million. The rate at which the species of the rainforest are being destroyed is 400 times faster than any other period in the history of this planet. Now that I have touched on the importance of the rainforest, let's talk about how people are destroying it. The main causes of total clearance of rainforests are agriculture and fuel wood collection. Even though the rainforest houses millions of species of plants and animals, doesn't mean that the soil is fertile for growing cash crops. In fact, after a few harvests, the soil is completely worthless. This means that the farmers must clear another massive area and replant the crops and start the whole process over again. The amount of money that these farmers are making is not worth the amount of destruction they cause the rainforest and our environment. Fuel wood collection is also known to destroy much of the rainforest. It is said that 1.5 to 2 billion people in the world rely on fuel wood for cooking and heating to meet the demands of these And to meet the demands of these people, the rainforest is suffering. Logging is another leading cause of rainforest degradation and gives people access to inner parts of the rainforest. That makes it easier for them to clear huge areas for agriculture and cattle. And the reason that happens is because of the large machinery used to chop down the trees. Cutting down one of the selected trees tears down with it the climbers and vines and results in a large hole left in the canopy. For the rainforest to regenerate takes hundreds of years. Now that we have a better grasp on how the rainforest is being destroyed, let's talk about things we can do to help. First of all, let's begin with things that you can do around your house in order to help conserve the rainforest and the Earth's resources. The first thing you can do is recycle everything you can, such as newspapers, glass, cans, plastic, motor oil, and scrap metal. Another way is to use cold water for washing clothes whenever possible, and don't use electronic appliances for things that you can do by hand, such as like opening cans. Another good way is to reuse paper and plastic bags and take unwanted and reusable items to local thrift stores. Now let's talk about things you can do around the yard to help save resources. One way is to start a compost pile. Another way is to pull weeds instead of using herbicides, although it might take longer. It's better for the environment. Third, you could take yard debris to recycler because burning it creates air pollution and carbon dioxide. Another way is to use mulch in the garden to conserve water. And a fifth way is to plant short, dense shrubs close to your home's foundation to help insulate your home against the cold. There are many things that can be done to help save the rainforest and conserve Earth's resources. All you need to do is get involved and be aware of the choices you are making. It's not only easy to join an organization that actively works to help conserve the rainforest, but it's also fun and rewarding. So the next time you want to litter, pretend like destroying the rainforest is okay, remember that you live in a world where you're actively experiencing the largest mass extinction since the demise of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, and that because of us, the normal extinction rate is increased by 10,000%. It's your choice. You can either sit back and wait for your turn in the extinction line, or you can get out and do something about it.